You call it calm, but it's just your mind preparing the storm. You know that feeling, right? When everything suddenly feels too quiet. No noise, no drama, no rush, just silence. And you tell yourself, finally, peace. Finally, I'm okay. Finally, my mind has stopped fighting me. But deep down, you know, something feels off. That calm feels fake, almost like the world's holding its breath, waiting for something to break. That's not peace. That's the calm before the storm. That's your mind taking a deep breath before it reminds you of everything you've been trying not to feel. And if you've ever been there, sitting in that strange quiet, you know exactly what comes next. The whispers, the thoughts, the feelings you thought were gone. Because the truth is, your mind doesn't go quiet when it's healed. It goes quiet when it's preparing. Let's be honest, you've been through so much. You've fought, survived, endured, and when the noise finally stopped, you thought you'd won. You thought silence meant peace. But sometimes, silence means warning. Your mind doesn't forget what you hide. It just waits for you to slow down so it can speak again. And that's what this video is about, that dangerous kind of calm. The one that feels peaceful on the surface, but is really your mind's way of saying, we're not done yet. Here's the first truth. Calm is not the absence of chaos. It's your body's preparation for it. Think about nature. Before a storm hits, the sky goes still. The wind stops. The birds disappear. It feels peaceful, but it's not. It's pressure building. It's energy gathering. Your mind works the same way. When you suppress anger, sadness, fear, your brain doesn't delete it. It stores it. I'm fine, that wasn't true. Every time you swallowed your words to keep the peace. Every time you smiled through pain. All of it gets stored. And that silence you feel right now? That's emotional storage mode. Until one day, it's full. And your system crashes. That's when you feel anxiety for no reason. That's when small problems suddenly feel massive. That's when you cry and don't even know why. It's not random. It's your storm breaking through the calm you called peace. Here's the second truth. Peace without awareness isn't peace, it's denial. You can sit in silence all you want. You can meditate, you can journal, you can scroll motivational quotes all day. But if you never stop to ask, why am I really feeling this way? That calm won't last. You can't silence a storm you never faced. You can't call it healing if all you've done is hide the wounds. That's what most people do. They think if they ignore their thoughts long enough, they'll disappear. They think if they stay quiet, they'll feel better. But silence doesn't heal what you refuse to face. It only delays the confrontation. That's why people suddenly break down years later. That's why someone who had it all together suddenly burns out. Because the mind never forgets what the heart tries to bury. You can lie to everyone. You can even lie to yourself. But your body always tells the truth. The tension in your shoulders. The tightness in your chest. The anxiety that shows up at 3 a.m. for no reason. That's your mind saying, you called it calm, but I'm still waiting for you to deal with me. Here's the third truth. The calm before the storm is your opportunity, not your punishment. Most people fear silence because it makes them confront themselves. But silence isn't the enemy. It's the mirror. It's your chance to actually listen. Not to the world, but to you. That quiet moment you feel? That's your mind giving you space to heal consciously. To face the emotions you keep running from. Because the storm doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to reveal you. When you stop running, you start noticing things. You realize that peace you wanted so badly wasn't about no noise, it was about inner balance. It was about control. Silence shows you how strong your thoughts actually are. It exposes what's unfinished. It reveals what's real. So instead of fearing that calm before the storm, use it. Ask yourself, what have I been avoiding? What emotion am I scared to name? What truth am I pretending not to know? Because once you start listening, the storm doesn't have to destroy you. It becomes your teacher. Here's the fourth truth. Healing doesn't feel calm, it feels chaotic. That's why most people stop halfway. They think the goal is comfort. They think healing means soft music and deep breathing. But real healing? It's messy. It's loud. It's emotional. It's crying when you don't know why. It's facing memories you promised yourself you'd never revisit. It's losing control, so you can learn how to rebuild it the right way. And the people who never face that chaos, they stay stuck. Trapped in fake calm. They convince themselves they're okay, but deep down, they know. They know they're one trigger away from collapsing again. Because peace that depends on control isn't peace. It's panic in disguise. True peace comes when you can stand in the middle of the storm and still breathe. When the chaos doesn't scare you anymore, because you've faced it before. That's real strength. That's real growth. Here's the fifth truth. The storm isn't the problem, your resistance to it is. You keep trying to stop your thoughts, to calm your emotions, to silence your fears. But what if the goal isn't to silence them, but to understand them? Your thoughts aren't enemies, they're messengers. They're trying to show you what's unfinished, what's unhealed. Every storm has a message. This isn't working. You're holding too much. You're not being honest with yourself. But instead of listening, we fight it. We run from it. We label it anxiety, overthinking, stress. But those are just names for the same truth. Your mind is tired of pretending. The more you resist, the stronger the storm gets. But the moment you accept it, it starts to calm down. Because storms aren't meant to last. They're meant to clear the air. Here's the sixth truth. Real calm doesn't come before the storm, it comes after it. After you've cried. After you've admitted the truth. After you've faced the parts of yourself you used to run from. That's when silence feels different. It's not tense anymore. It's not waiting for something bad to happen. It's peace, real peace. The kind of calm where you can sit alone and not feel empty. Where quiet feels like rest, not danger. Where your mind whispers, "We're okay now." That's the peace you earn. And it only comes after you've walked through the chaos. So if you're in that quiet phase right now, where life feels still, but not peaceful, pay attention. Your mind isn't broken. It's preparing you. It's saying, something inside needs to be seen. Something inside needs to be felt. Don't numb it. Don't ignore it. Face it. Because you can't build real peace on a foundation of avoidance. You can fake calm for months, maybe years. But real freedom? That only comes when you stop pretending and start understanding. Remember this. Peace without truth is just silence in disguise. But peace built on truth, that's strength. So stop calling your numbness peace. Stop calling your avoidance healing. Stop calling your denial calm. Because if you keep doing that, the storm will always return. And each time, it'll hit harder. But if you face it once, really face it, you'll never fear it again. So the next time everything feels too calm, ask yourself, is this real peace? Or is this my mind holding its breath? Because sometimes the storm you fear isn't coming from outside. It's rising from within, and it's not here to destroy you. It's here to cleanse you, to wake you up, to remind you who you are beneath the noise. So don't fear the storm. Stand in it, listen to it, learn from it, because when it passes, and it will, you'll find a different kind of silence waiting for you. Not the kind that hides your pain, but the kind that holds your truth. The kind of calm that no storm can take away.